Now we are going to discussing about the reproductive part of the plant. See, in reproductive part, each and every term, each and every very understand all these terms, that every term, so many terms are coming. Then and then you can easily understand last family topic, right? So please focus over here. First topic in reproductive part that we call the inflorescence. Inflorescence meaning what? That have you observed that on some of the plants, or simply I can say that arrangement of the flower on a stem axis, right? In like hibiscus, if you have observed, on one axis only one single flower is there. Hibiscus में एक ही होता है on one axis. Have you observed this thing? Hibiscus in Gujarati we call jasud. Same for dhatura also. On one axis only one flower. On some of the flower, आपने अगर yellowish color के ऐसे flower देखे हैं, then on one axis so many flowers are there. Bunch of the flower, not yellow. So many colors are there. Right? Simply, I want to say that in some of them, in some of the plants, flowers arrange on a single flower arrange on a axis. On some of the plant, many flowers arrange on an axis of plant. So that arrangement, whether it's a many, whether it's a single, right? That arrangement we call inflorescence, first of all. So the arrangement of a flower on a floral axis. Floral axis meaning what over here? Like this is the stem, right? Over here stem branches are there. Then on stem branches, suppose on this axis, now the flowers are born, flowers are present. So this axis we call floral axis, which is a part of a stem. Right? On a stem, branches are there. Then next, remember, on that branches, one of the axis is there. That axis on which flowers are born. Or reverse, we can say that flowers are born on an axis. That axis of a stem we call floral axis. Right? Next thing, in some of the plant like hibiscus, shoot tip that terminate into single flower. Hibiscus में होता है like on axis that a single flower is there. See, this is the main axis of a stem. So ये उसका tip part है. Then next, further उसके branches form हो रहे. So this are also we call, this is the tip part. This is also we consider as a shoot tip. Remember, okay, in all these tip, meristematic tissues are present. So here this meristematic tissue convert into what? Flower, but single flower. On single axis, single flower is there. On single axis, single flower is there. So this type of inflorescence, we use that term solitary, single. That type of arrangement we call solitary. Solitary meaning what? Single. Right? Now, one is a solitary type, other is a what? When bunch of the flowers are there. Bunch of the flowers are present. So that is divided into two types of inflorescence. One we call racemose, other we call cymose. Right? See, आपको classification है नहीं further. Otherwise, it's a huge classification. Racemose further divided into different types, cymose further divided into different types, but no need to go in detail. First, understand this much, enough. Racemose type of inflorescence meaning what? This is the floral axis. Now, on each floral axis, flowers are arranged. These flowers arranged in a different pattern. At the base, oldest flower is there. At the base, oldest. Then gradually the flower formation, so their size, we can say that reduce. And here tip remain as it is, which can further continue to grow. Right? See over here, this is the main axis, floral axis. Now on sides the flowers are born. अब देखो size भी different दिए हैं यहाँ पे. Here the mature old flower is there, and at the tip young flower is present. पता है leaves में भी ऐसे ही arrangement है. At the base oldest leaf and at the tip youngest. So that type of arrangement we call. Can you tell me? We have discussed in the last class for leaf. That type of arrangement we call. बोलो कीर्तन.
Ma'am, pinnately compound leaves.
No. Pinnately compound is different.
Ma'am, opposite.
No. ये यहाँ पे है ही नहीं. Arrangement बोल रही हूँ मैं. बोलो मैत्री.
Alternate.
Alternate भी नहीं. जिया. Alternate same. Acropetal. Remember acropetal arrangement? Yes or no? Leaves में जो 4 lines है starting की introduction in that this thing. I have told you that at the base oldest leaf, at the tip youngest leaves are there. Small. Youngest meaning what? Small leaf. Base में larger होते हैं. That type of arrangement we call acropetal succession. हमने फिर कैलोट्रोपिस का पता है, जब मैंने ऑपोजिट डिकसेट आपको बताया था अरेंजमेंट, तो वहां पे भी बेस पे लार्ज लीव्स थे कंपेयर टू द अपर वन. नॉट रिमेम्बर? नाउ रिमेम्बर दिस थिंग. ओके. एक्रोपेटल मीनिंग व्हाट? सिंपल. एट द बेस ओल्ड, एट द टॉप यंगर, whether it's a leaf or flower, right? At the top younger, at the base older. Now, and in racemos, remember that this floral axis here, आपने देखा that in hibiscus, this is the floral axis, then it terminates into flower. So इसका growth तो यहाँ पे restrict हो गया, because tip convert into what? Flower. But here tip remain as it is because flowers are born on the sides, lateral sides, right? So tip remain as it is. So we can say that this one shows continuous growth. This one shows what? Continuous growth, right? Because tip remain as it is. So tip further grow करेंगे. And यहाँ पे भी further flowers are there, like this, right? Next thing that, so this type of growth, first of all, we call indeterminate. Indeterminate हमने cleavage किया है, right? This one we call indeterminate growth. Fix नहीं है उसका growth. It will continue to grow and grow like that. So that we call, and after some time, when reproductive phase, flowering season over, okay, this part, this floral axis, further growth stop. Only in reproductive season you can, okay, you may supposed to observe this thing. But once the reproductive season over, that growth will inhibit due to the inside the plant growth regulators are there. This plant growth regulators control this, whether it's that tip further grow or not. Simply remember racemose inflorescence. In that, flowers are born on a floral axis. That arrangement is acropetal. Oldest at the base, smallest at the top part. Next After that, here the tip remain as it is, floral axis tip remain as it is, which further grow. Right? And this type of growth we call indeterminate type of growth, and that we call racemose inflorescence. That we call racemose inflorescence. बोलिए racemose clear है पहले? Now we understand cymose inflorescence. Cymose in that this is the main floral axis. Understand this thing? Here the tip, like that hibiscus, solitary, transform into a flower. This tip transform into a flower. And here further floral axis branches are formed at the base of the flower. At the base of the flower, further floral axis branches are formed. And again, their tips also converted into what? Flower. Same thing over here. Further branches are formed. At the base of the flower, further branches are formed. And again, new flowers are there. Right? Now tell me, ऐसा ही अगर pattern चलता, okay, if this pattern is continue, then further the flowers which are born later on, they get the sufficient amount of space to grow. Yes or no? No. So that's why here the growth that we call determinate. Here the growth that we call the which one? Determinate, fixed one. Here the growth occur that we call determinate type of growth. In case of racemose, if you remember, floral axis on that bird, okay, that tip part that remain as it is, flowers born on the sides. But here main tip that convert into the bird, that tip convert into flower, right? And further that flowers, new flowers are born. So here, if you can observe, can you tell me here the largest flower at which position, top or the bottom? Maitri. Top, right? Next, tell me, and obviously this one is the top one, so this one we consider as a bottom. So exactly reverse condition, like reverse condition of the racemose arrangement wise, when we observe exactly reverse condition, that condition we call basipetal. Basipetal, at the base younger, at the top older, right? And this is the feature, basipetal and determinate type of growth, because here shoot tip that transform into the flower. So that determinate type of growth and basipetal, two characteristic of the cymose inflorescence. One more time, racemose inflorescence. This is the floral axis, right? Here tip, apical tip that remain as it is of the floral axis. Here the flower formation start, and these flowers are arranged in an acropetal order, right? In case of cymose, main shoot tip that transform into the tip part transform into flower, and further branches are from the open flower. Once the flowers get open, you know, flower first जब form होता है in a bird condition, closed होते हैं उसके petal. ये तो आपने ऑब्जर्व किया, that we call bird, that we call floral bird, जिसमें से flower form होगा, right? And when flower become mature, it open. So once the flower become open, next two further branches of floral axis form, and that tip also convert into the flower. Same further for up to certain time. That's why we call it a determinate growth. And here the arrangement is basipetal, here acropetal. Tell me, clear hai differences racemose and cymose?
Yes, ma'am.
Will, Arpita, Shubh, bolo. Differences are clear.
Yes, ma'am.
See, last में question answers होंगे. Okay. If you are not able to get the answer, giving answer, then I will give you homework that I will tell you at the end. Surprise. Right? Next. So racemose, cymose inflorescence, your textbook line. In that, the main axis continue to grow racemose के लिए, and flowers are born laterally in an acropetal succession. Laterally meaning what now? I think you all get understood. This is the main axis. उसके sides पे form होते हैं flower. That's why we call laterally, right? Next, cymose inflorescence. Main axis itself terminate into flower. In case of cymose, main axis terminates into flower. Hence, it shows the limited growth that we call determinate type of growth. And here the flowers are born in a basipetal order. Right? Racemose, cymose, solitary. ये three terms clear होने चाहिए. चलिए. Now the next. That's the main reproductive organ of a plant that we call flower. First, we are going to study a typical structure of flower. कोई भी flower ले लो. Okay, so in that we get this type of whole structure. So that we call typical structure of flower. Now, as we have discussed, flower, right? जैसे leaf जो होता है, that convert leaf is formed. Leaf, remember, form from the which one? Shoot apical meristem. Last time we have discussed, I told you, shoot apical meristem से leaf कैसे form होता है, that we will study in the next chapter. So shoot apical meristem convert into leaf. Same way. See, in flowering season, जब flowering season होता है ना plant में, at that time leaves formation stop, flower formation occur. Leaves तब form नहीं होते, तब क्या form होता है? Flower. Remember. So this and shoot apical meristem during the flowering season form what? Flower. And during the non-flowering season, it forms leaf. Structure is same, but in season variation is there. When non-flowering season, it convert into leaf. When flowering season, it convert into flower. Right? With structure, shoot apical meristem. Right? And this shoot apical meristem when convert into flower, so just to speak, other name दे दिया है, floral meristem. Floral refers for flower. Both are same. Shoot apical meristem हो या floral meristem, ultimately both are same. Right? So flower basically it's a modified shoot wherein shoot apical meristem changes into floral meristem and form a flower. Next thing, I told you that in flowering season, no vegetative part formation, that leaf and all. So over here, my three, over here that this is the stem axis on which the nodes are there. Then their further branches are there. Then on one of the branch that we call suppose floral axis over here. So here further no elongation, no elongation of internode. Understand this. No elongation of the internode and the axis remain condensed. Okay, further growth do not occur, but now this axis remain condensed, and on this axis flowers are born, and this axis we call floral axis on which flowers are born. इसमें further growth, जो nodes between the nodes, the region is there that we call internodal region. So these internodes now do not elongate, it remain condensed. And over here, it helps in formation of flower, right? So second line, remember, internodes do not elongate and the axis get condensed. Now, flower, that's the main reproductive unit for angiospermic plant, flowering plants, and mainly for sexual reproduction. Now the things are beginning. Flower has 4 whorls. Flower has how many whorls? 4 total, right? In that first whorl, outermost whorl, we call calyx. Outermost whorl, first whorl, that we call calyx. Remember, okay, Gia, first outermost whorl, that's the which one? Calyx. Then inner to the calyx, corolla. Inner to the corolla, androecium. Inner to the androecium, gynoecium. 4 whorls are there. Gynoecium, which helps in production of egg, so ये female reproductive part हुआ. Androecium forms the pollen, because ये plant है, so we use the term pollen, male reproductive part. Then next, corolla. Corolla meaning what? Petals. You know, rose में red color, peach color, white color, hibiscus red color, sunflower yellowish color. So colorful petals that form corolla. And calyx, that's the green color structure. See, I'll show you the peak first. So 4 whorls are there. Outermost, देखिए, आपने ऐसे रोज में देखा है पेटल्स के साथ नीचे ग्रीनिश कलर का स्ट्रक्चर होता है, लीफ लाइक. ये एक्चुअली लीफ नहीं है, ये कैलिक्स है. आप देखना, इसमें वेनेशन नहीं मिलेंगे आपको, राइट? सो दिस इज द कैलिक्स. फिर कोरोला, दैट्स कलरफुल पेटल्स. So typical structure of flower, in that 4 whorls are there. Outermost, remember, calyx, then corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. Now, flower main purpose is what? To form a flower, to perform sexual reproduction, right? So if I say that these 2 whorls, androecium and gynoecium, without these whorls, flower can reproduce. Flower can perform sexual reproduction, yes or no? Arpita, bolo.
Yes.
Yes, very good. Shub?
No.
No. Jia?
Ma'am, no.
No. No is the actually correct answer. Arpita, understand, androecium is a male reproductive part over here. Gynoecium is a female reproductive part. Without this male and female, egg and pollen, how the flower can reproduce? Right? So without these 2 whorls, flower cannot reproduce. So these 2 whorls we consider essential whorls of flowers. These 2 whorls we call the essential whorls, compulsory, necessary. Right? Essential whorls of flower. Bolo Shubh. Okay, essential whorls of flower. Now next, other 2 whorls, calyx and corolla. You know, colorful petals are there on flower. That mainly to attract the insects for pollination. Mainly to attract the insect for pollination, right? And calyx give the protection that we will study. But without these 2 whorls, flowers can reproduce. Because इसमें तो male gamete, female gamete है. So that's why this are actually helps in reproduction process. These 2 whorls helps in reproduction process. So we call their accessory whorls. Vehicle में नहीं accessories होते हैं. कुछ लोग है तो लगवाते, कुछ नहीं. not compulsory one. Simple. So these are we call accessory whorls. Right? Accessory whorls, remember calyx, corolla, essential whorls, androecium and gynoecium. Right? Now, next thing, flower. Then in a flower, बोलिए मैत्री.
Ma'am, what is the function of calyx?
Calyx gives the protection when flower in a bird stage, that we will study. Okay, we are going to study that individual parts, all four. Now next point, that in some of the flower, calyx present, corolla present, androecium present, but gynoecium is absent. So can I say that this flower is a unisexual flower? Only single sex, that's the male sex is present, right? Bolo Jia. Yes, okay. So calyx, corolla, androecium, if out of this androecium and gynoecium, any whorl is absent, we call unisexual flower. And here particularly we use the term when androecium is present, we call male flower. Same thing happens to this gynoecium. Androecium is absent, but gynoecium is present. Again, we use the term unisexual flower. But here we call it's a female flower. Depending on the which type of whorl is present, we call female flower, right? Over here, gynoecium is present. Now next term. So unisexual, I hope clear. Male flower, female flower terms. Next. And if both the whorls are present, then we call bisexual. Right? If both the whorls are present, means total 4 whorls are there, then we call it a bisexual. Now, next thing. Can you tell me stalk of the leaf we call? Stalk of the leaf we call, Kirtan?
Ma'am, petiole.
Petiole, right? Remember, stalk of the leaf we call petiole. Stalk of the flower we call pedicel. Stalk of the flower we called pedicel. Stalk of flower we call pedicel. Next, this pedicel, it shows growth. Now, at the tip part, this pedicel becomes swollen. Pedicel becomes swollen, right? And now, once the pedicel becomes, this tip part of the pedicel becomes swollen, we call it's a thalamus. Thalamus, or we use the term receptacle. Thalamus, or we call receptacle. What is this thalamus or receptacle first? A tip of stalk of the flower we call pedicel. When pedicel at the tip becomes swollen, it becomes thalamus. And if you can make out in this diagram, all these floral whorls, see, all these floral whorls, whether it's a calyx, corolla, androecium or gynoecium, all are arranged on what? This thalamus. All are arranged on thalamus. That's why we call thalamus or receptacle, which receives. Right? So all 4 whorls that arrange on this thalamus or receptacle. Now we are going to study. First, we have discussed the in general information regarding the flower. Next topic, that's the types of flower. Flowers are classified on the base of so many different types of classification. सी ये धतूरा का फ्लावर है, पहले देखो, देखा है आपने ऐसा व्हाइट शंकर भगवान को जनरली धतूरा, दिस वन।
मैम ये धतूरा ब्लू कलर में भी होता है ना?
मैंने व्हाइट में ही देखा है, ब्लू आई डोंट नो।
मैम मतलब वो ब्लू होता है, अंदर से थोड़ा वाइट होता है और बाहर से थोड़ा ब्लू भी होता
नहीं,
है।
दैट इज, आई थिंक यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट पी फ्लावर। आई विल शो यू लेटर ऑन, चेक कर लेना क्या आप उसके बारे में बोल रहे हो, राइट। देखो ये रेसिमोस इन्फ्लोरेसेंस कैसा है यहाँ पे, सी वन एक्सिस है यहाँ पे, and from which the flowers that we call racemes, mustard में होता है ये, right, mustard in that racemose. Next आप इसके बारे में बात कर रहे थे, this is the pea flower. Now we are going to study about the classification of flowers on the basis of so many different aspects. First, that on the basis of symmetry. Symmetry, you know, radial symmetry, remember bilateral symmetry and asymmetry. So animal ने use किया था, same concept over here, right? Three types of symmetry. Some of the flowers are there which can be cut into two equal halves by any plane of axis. By any plane of axis. So that we call radial symmetrical flower. Right? See, flower on that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like this, 6 equal size petals are there. So when we, if I make a cut over here, 2 equal halves, 2 equal halves, right? 2 equal halves. So by any plane of axis, when we cut, it divided into 2 equal halves. Each and every part, calyx, corolla, mainly calyx and corolla के लिए होता है, right? Then next, second type of flower, in which flower is divided into 2 equal halves by only one plane of axis. Flower is divided into 2 equal halves by any one plane of axis that we call bilateral symmetry. That we call bilateral symmetry, right? And some of the flowers are there, we cannot divide it into 2 equal halves by any plane of axis or single. Because in that petals arrangement, if you can make out over here, one petal like this, shapes are different, other like this, third one like this, fourth like this, mid will end soon, rejoin, right? If I make a cut over here in this way, तो देखो ये साइड पे दो ऐसे petals आ गए over here, this type of petals. If I make a cut